This is Philpug again from pugskey.com, here talking with Jason Levinthal and Matt Sherbenz, talking about marketing strategy and how the two companies, J Skis and Forefront, will be moving forward together.
Well, right now, there's only one thing in my mind, my perspective. What's driving your ultimate decision at the end of the day, you need to stay in business, right? So, like, any decision you make needs to financially keep you alive. You can't do things as entrepreneurs often start out just because it seems cool, And I'm not saying that's how it is selling to dealers or direct, but all I'm saying is these decisions have to be driven by what is best for the success of the company while still maintaining, really strong brand identity, authenticity. I mean, this is a big reason why, Matt needs to stay on board, and he is. He's going to continue to drive the brand, be the face of the brand, the voice of it, also drive all the product development, work with athletes, the things that he's best at. I'm going to contribute what I'm best at with, marketing and what I've learned with, online marketing and yes, we'll be a component selling direct, but Matt already sells direct. He sells to retailers. We hope to continue forward with that as long as it just makes sense financially. I love retailers. I got no problem with retail until it puts the company in a situation where it's going to hurt them. You know what I mean? And so I have taken a very strong, focused stance with Jay, and we'll take it one thing at a time, and analyze it and hope to get. There's no reason for us to stop unless it just doesn't make sense. But he's got a great, what Matt's built on the retail side is a very core. I mean, Matt, you could speak to it, just like a core base of, we're not looking to blow this up worldwide. I don't think we can as a small business. Yeah. Like, we're never going to have the distribution of the K2s of the world. But, and Matt, why don't you tell them what you've got now with retail? And
yeah, I mean, there's this opportunity to work with Jay comes at an opportune transition within the business. This last season, Forefront definitely took a significant step towards becoming more independent with its distribution model. Obviously we had, over 100 shops in North America, and that was a handful to support, and we have a big administrative team here to work with them, but we ultimately found ourselves in need to turn cash over quicker. So we, went attending any trade shows. That meant pulling out of over a decade long run at ISPO. We had just started attending OR. We pulled out of that. Obviously, SAA for the last couple of years, we've been absent that. And we've also started to kind of just tune in as to what dealers are really creating a brand experience. Shops that are catering towards the demo as well as retail. And that narrowed our listing down from what it was to just around 50 or so shops. And we actually grew business with those 50 shops that stayed on. And these are just shops that have been with us for a long time. They're more partners than they are dealers, and they really help sell the story of skiing the way we see it to their audience. And then we just started kind of, positioning ourselves a little more boldly online. We started to participate in Google ad spendings, and we started to become a lot more scheduled in terms of our marketing outreach, communicating with our audience, increasing our subscription base, and just being a little bit more methodical with how we communicate with our skiers online. And so this really turned us on, and we got really excited about the results that we were able to generate. And when looking outwards, like looking at the model that Jay has built, there's a lot to draw from that. And it's not as though we are coming from a completely different angle. We're both working in a similar way, but we have different point of views in terms of brand positioning. And so I think this opportunity to work with Jay now as a more integral component within the future of Forefront's plan is going to be wildly successful.
We don't have a definitive plan at this time for any major changes. We have to get there. You know what I mean? And we're going to just make those decisions as we move forward. What makes sense is best for the brand, each brand individually.
No, that makes sense. And you got two different strategies. And I think with everything moving so fast, you have a ton of opportunities as far as the way that product is marketed now. In the next episode, Jason and Matt will be talking about co-competition along with production amongst the independent ski manufacturers.